Facebook.
First time for everything.
Yep. First time going live here, so.
Hopefully everything's working.
If it is, you can tell us later. Uh-oh. Comment.
I think we're just now live, actually.
Oh.
It just
it
popped
says 7
up.
seconds.
Hey, everybody.
Whoa.
So we're live now.
We're live. 3-man power trip. It's week 1. Can you believe it? Week 1.
It's finally here.
How
man.
long are we going to last, though?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Hopefully till week 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like me, not last very long.
Oh,
Didn't.
terrible.
No. But I guess first thing first, I guess we get into some news. We haven't been on here in like a month, so
Yeah, it's our last video was August 6th.
If not, check it out on our YouTube page, 3-Man Power Trip.
Yep, and we've got everybody's down to their 53-man rosters now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, they're slowly coming out with, you know,
Yeah.
unveiling them.
A lot of new deals are happening. I guess we'll start out with, the biggest one, huh? Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Watson.
Oh, man. Nothing like Mahomes.
No, but 4 years,
good.
$156 million.
He's
The
good.
monster contract.
It's not bad. Might be the only thing the
That's-
Texans have done right.
Yeah. That's right around $40 million, $37 million a year.
I'm
So
actually
that's-
kind of shocked. I thought maybe he'd
Opt
test
out,
the market.
Mhm.
take a tag, and
But, I mean, hey, he's
It's-
loyal.
Yeah, it's
They're
big
paying
money.
him. He's a good player.
yeah.
Then next we got Keenan Allen,
Uh-oh.
Chargers.
Big man.
Signed him to a 4-year, $80 million deal.
That's definitely a solid signing there. He's a hell of a receiver.
Yeah, he is.
It's not too bad.
So,
Then we had Tre'Davious White, Buffalo Bills corner,
defensive back.
4 year,
7.
$70 million, which guys kind of expected. He's kind of your
He's a top tier defensive back.
he's your touch lockdown corner.
Right. So that's good for the Bills to get him locked up.
The Bills.
The Bills.
Then Clowney finally signed somewhere.
You know,
How long did that
The
take?
Tennessee
You know-
Titans.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either.
the funny thing with that, I've seen a couple things. To me, I think that he waited so long because he didn't have to show up training camp.
Maybe that definitely
Pulled
is
out
a
where
reality.
things were.
The deal is a 1 year for $12 million, so it's kind of a prove it type scenario.
And he
If
wanted like what, 20?
Yeah.
Didn't he want like $20 million?
But-
The funny thing was
he waited so long, the market was. Teams just told him, no, we're not gonna.
the
we're not gonna give
the
you
Saints
20.
were an option.
Saints, and one of the funny one was that
Your team.
well, we'll get to that. Cleveland sent him 3 different
Yep.
contract offers for more than what he went to Tennessee for, and he said no to all 3.
That's weird.
Well, who wants to be a
That's-
Brown?
Yeah, but I mean, you got Myles
But-
Garrett on the
right.
other side.
The Browns are coming into their own.
Sheldon
though. They've-
Richardson in the middle. I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean,
The Browns have been aggressively building, so
yeah.
like, why wouldn't you want to be part of?
it's the Browns.
It is the Browns, it is. But I'm just saying, why wouldn't you want to be part of that
I wouldn't.
rebuild?
I go Jaguars.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in
Yeah,
a
we'll
little
get
bit.
to them.
But yeah,
Anyways,
well-
1 year, $12 million to the Titans.
And kind of something that came out was supposedly if they knew Baltimore, if they knew it was like a sign and trade thing,
Mhm.
supposedly Baltimore would have traded the Jaguars and had the Jaguars sign him. And probably, I'm guessing some deal probably would have packaged Earl,
Mhm.
which,
But that fell through.
yeah, bullshit. Bull!
You guys don't need everybody, do you?
Can't beat him, join him.
Mhm.
Then this is kind of
Peterson.
Adrian Peterson,
All day.
AD.
Mind
the man I used to love.
And
The
the funny thing about this was, if you guys go to our YouTube, we covered a what if Peterson ever had to come back to Minnesota. Which I think it was kind of a head scratcher why he went to Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit, 1 year for the vet minimum.
And then they've got Johnson. They just drafted out of Georgia Swift.
And they've got another guy too.
Yeah, so
I'm guessing that Peterson knows he's going to be a rotational back.
I could
You know,
see him
third-
maybe coming
third
in
down.
doing like goal line.
Right,
or-
goal line situations, third down back, third and short.
But he doesn't want to do that. That's not what he wants to do. He wants to break
He
those records.
Right, he wants to be a starter. I mean, maybe he
It's
has
not gonna
potential to
happen.
be a starter, but yeah,
I just don't think it's going to
To me,
I'm with you.
the perfect spot for him, I think, would have been Dallas behind Zeke in a rotation.
I'm shocked that
Right.
Washington didn't keep him, to be honest with you.
Right, because
Geis
was
gone.
just gone, right?
Beaten and
Ron Rivera said that the younger guys they've got, I mean, they're doing what they need them to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they don't need.
while we're talking about the football team, do you guys? Well, since he's starting to gear towards younger guys, do you think Haskins stays the starting quarterback the whole year? Do you think Alex Smith comes back?
I don't know because Haskins looked pretty bad last year,
I mean, it was bad.
but it's a new offense.
Right.
They've got some more pieces.
Biggest thing you could say for the football team.
The Washington football
I'm
team.
not going to be able to all year. The football team. That's so fucking.
Name an
weird.
Ohio State quarterback that's really been successful.
I'd have to Google it.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Like you said, it's crickets.
I mean, Cardell
Yeah.
Jones, JT Barrett, Terrell
But
Pryor. He moved to
In the NFL, they never done anything.
which is weird.
They were awesome in college, but they moved to the NFL and
What is it?
nothing.
No.
Maybe that Fields will break it,
Mm.
but
We'll
Anywho,
see what happens, but
Peterson to Detroit, 1 year veteran minimum. The next one up
it's a pretty
is
big one.
DeAndre Hopkins.
signs with
Cardinals.
the Houston Texans.
No.
Yeah.
That's what it should have been.
Yeah. 2 years, $54.5 million.
Staying with the Cardinals.
Traded with a. I can't believe they
So
traded.
Kyler Murray's got him for the next
Right,
couple of
right.
years. at
Old
least.
man Fitz.
And you know, and that's
man Fitz.
that's good that Murray has someone now and with Hopkins to
What
be
the hell's wrong with Fitz?
No, Fitz is a
Everybody
beast.
forgets about Larry.
Oh, Larry's a beast.
What about Larry?
But he is aging.
Yeah.
Young Hopkins is going to be your number one. Fitz will be your two.
Oh hell no, Fitz still won.
And then they got who else? They got Christian Kirk.
Yep, Christian Kirk in the slot.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's not bad.
Mhm.
This next one I was kind of shocked about. Kareem Hunt
Oh.
signed a 2-year deal with the Browns for $13.25 million. I didn't think they would sign him though because they got Chubb.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess by the time
But-
Chubb comes up for a contract,
But
this will be
Hunt-
gone, right?
Well,
Hunt is talented though.
what's my thing? Because with Hunt, this we've talked about going into next offseason. It's where all these quarterbacks or not quarterback running backs are coming off these deals, the rookie deals.
Yeah.
You think that's where he'd want to go? Then you could pick and choose. Maybe go back to Kansas City.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, maybe he won't like to be a Brown.
Maybe he wants to be a cowboy.
But I'm just saying,
Everybody wants to be a cowboy.
he has
Kid
the
Rock.
talent.
I want to be a cow.
He reminds me of Ray Rice a little bit.
Because they both beat up women, or
Well, that's a similarity. They both had that issue, but no, Rice was a super talented back. Got in a little bit of trouble,
Likes
and
using the
then,
elevator.
but he got in a little
Going
trouble,
up.
and then really never made it again. Hunt, same thing, got in a little trouble,
Yeah.
but they both have that similar style of they can run.
Hit you. They can hit you from
Yeah.
anywhere.
They can run through the line, or they can catch out of the backfield.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of
Keep it in line,
similarities.
baby. Keep it in line.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for Cleveland. I mean, you got those two running backs.
Right.
This has to be. I keep saying it every year, but damn, this has to be the year they do something. Don't you think?
No.
Yeah, I think this
Their offensive
is.
line got better.
I think this is the make or to break it year for the Browns.
I mean, if they don't do anything, if Baker doesn't do anything,
Then, yeah.
Baker's not the guy. Because
Exactly.
That team's talented.
This is Baker's last year, I think.
This is what's going to happen.
He's got to show something this year.
This is what's going to happen.
Okay, predict it.
Cleveland. They're going to make a trade. Cleveland's going to trade for Minshew Mania.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Why
geez.
not?
Hey, you never know.
Jags
You
are
never
tearing everybody out of there,
And we're getting to that next.
Well, guys, hurry up.
Speaking of the Jags,
Uh-oh. Let's see if you can say his name right.
Yannick Ngakoue. That's just from all the Vikings news I watched. He got traded to the Vikings for a second round pick this coming season and then a conditional fifth the next season, which the fifth can turn into
A third,
a fourth
right?
or a third.
Depending on if you guys make the Super Bowl.
I think if he makes the Pro Bowl, it's a fourth. If we get to the Super Bowl, it's a third or something.
Right.
The weird thing about this situation is he's wanted out of there for like a year. As along with everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, everybody said he wanted more money. He wasn't happy with his contract. Well, he was franchise tagged
for
$17 million, and he redid his deal to come to Minnesota for $12.
So he took $5 million less to get.
He hated being there so much that he took that much less money. How crazy is that?
That's pretty much like what Clowney did. Just go to Tennessee instead of Cleveland.
Yeah, 1 year $12 million for Clowney, 1 year $12 million for Yannick.
If you look at this, okay, what are the Jags doing? Everybody's wanting out of there.
Well,
all the guys they've drafted that were good
from the past
are gone.
5 years.
Fournette's another one we can talk about.
Fournette.
They traded Fournette.
Bortles was let go.
Yeah, Jags are a mess.
Traded Ramsey.
Him. Who's the other one?
They let Calais Campbell go. He was there too.
He's with the Ravens now. Then they traded somebody to the Browns. He was happy to go to the Browns.
Yeah, for somebody, he said for a team that actually wants to win, which is a dig on, the Jags. I mean, there's got to be something going on there. They're getting rid of all their good players. And what I don't get is, okay, you get rid of players to rebuild, to get more picks to build a team, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you're getting rid of the people you drafted that were good. So what are they just going to keep doing this over and over?
Need a little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah, I don't get what's going on there, but it's a mess.
I don't either.
I'm predicting, spoilers, I think the Jags this year are going to go 0-16.
Oh,
I was getting ready to ask that actually. Do you think this is going to be the third team in history to do that?
Every week we do our picks, I'm going to say they lose every week.
Here's my.
Even if they win one the next week, I'm still going to say they're going to lose.
Because we had a couple teams won 0-16. I think this will be
Lions and Browns, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
I think this will be probably talent-wise probably the worst one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think Gray and Minshew's not bad. I think they have a decent young receiving core, but that's all they got.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they got someone Miles Jack.
Other than Minshew Mania.
It's a mess.
But
it's crazy that it's that fucked up there. And we just found out about this, the past couple of years. I mean, it's been like this.
Well, it's like...
I thought it was Tom Coughlin because he was there for a while.
Yeah.
There was some problems with that, but then he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still having issues.
right.
Maybe Tony Khan is...
A little bit of AEW. AEW.
The next starting running back's going to be John Moxley. MJF's going to come in.
Oh,
So that's all the signings.
Jungle Boys.
Signings and news that we got. Is there any Ravens news or Vikings news?
Ravens. We got rid of Earl Thomas.
Yeah,
there's
a while ago.
No.
A few weeks ago. And
really, Viking news is the Yannick Ngakoue trade. That was a big thing.
The biggest thing I could say probably for the Cowboys is they stole somebody from the Vikings. Everson Griffin.
Oh yeah.
That's all right. We got a replacement.
Right, you got Yannick.
Yeah.
But Everson Griffin, that was a good signing. As far as Cowboys go, we got rid of Clinton Dix. Clinton Dix. We got rid of him recently, so he's on the market now.
Clinton Dix.
Yeah, and
Clinton Dix.
I've heard rumors
Me too.
that we have been talking, or we're going to talk with Earl Thomas.
I wouldn't do it.
But like you said, you guys just got rid of him, and the Ravens are a winning, stable franchise the last few years.
He's going to sign with somebody.
Supposedly what happened was they said Earl's been showing up late to meetings.
Right.
His excuse was he was getting his car washed.
Oh, geez.
And then he had
them coupons from Mike's.
Yeah. And then he's giving a 2-for-1 with his brother.
Yeah.
And then there was kind of other things, that happened. But there were a couple.
I bet there was
plays. There were a couple plays during the year, that he pulled out instead of chasing, for a hammy. Don't want him, straight a hammy.
Right, and you don't want to do that, especially at the NFL level.
So fast I had to pull out quick.
Yeah.
Well, but in all honesty, they said supposedly the Ravens have got a player organization. You know, there's certain guys that are on it. And supposedly as soon as this happened with him getting in a fight with Chuck Clark, they said they didn't want him there.
They didn't want any distractions.
And then
No matter the talent that Thomas has.
And then Jimmy Smith.
Nope, you're not going to come in.
Well, there's some teams that just won't put up with that
right,
stuff.
right.
And
So,
I think those are the better run organizations.
Yeah.
Right. And what did Jimmy Smith say?
Jimmy Smith came out and said pretty much that no guy's bigger than teams. What he came out and said.
Right.
You know.
You're not bigger than the.
So you know, I think with that locker room, I think we bring Antonio Brown, and I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need him until week 8.
Hopefully he doesn't get cold feet.
Right. Yeah. Cold feet. Terrible.
As long as his helmet's warm.
Yeah.
But the last little bit of Cowboys news, I think we put Sean Lee on IR just for temporary. It's not all season.
Well, there was kind of a big blow to the Cowboys. Gerald McCoy.
Oh yeah.
When he break his.
I don't know.
Yeah, Gerald McCoy's out.
You guys got.
He did something.
You guys released him because it was part of his. It was something with his knee.
Oh yeah. I remember that now.
Yeah.
I was
So
like, yeah, what?
it was about Disney right here. Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the only other bit of Viking news I got that I can think of is we've only got 2 safeties on our roster right now, which is very odd. They came out with a 53 man Harrison Smith and Anthony Harris. There's no depth.
That's scary.
No, but I imagine they've got some sort of a plan.
Right.
They're probably gonna move one of the corners. It's probably gonna. Now here's a fun one, since we're on here.
Fun.
Belichick
Okay.
cut both kickers that run their roster. They have no active kickers on the roster.
What?
Cam's gonna do anything.
Look at that new foot. New leg.
That's weird.
That is very
Yeah.
weird. I wonder if they've got a plan.
Take for Trevor.
They're just going for 2.
Really, I mean,
That might be the Jaguars' plan. Tank for Lawrence, man.
Yeah, what a bad situation that'd be.
It's going to be just like Joe Burrow going to Cincinnati. You're going to the worst team in the league. Best player in college going to the worst NFL team. I mean, what do you
Always what
expect?
happens.
here's the thing, though. You know, we went over it before. If you're the Jaguars, well, if you're Lawrence, why? If you know they're going to draft you, why would you pull Michael Crabtree and say, "Oh, I ain't doing it"?
Mhm.
Why?
No.
You know, all these players have said that they voiced opinions saying they don't want to be there. And then you have no line. You have no running back. You have a decent receiving core, but you really have nothing to work with.
No.
Like we said before, you're better off having the system around and then put a quarterback in.
Right.
Hell, look at the Dolphins. Fitz magic. And Tua's right behind.
You got to have some sort of a line.
Right.
You can't put your young quarterback.
You gotta have
Well,
the
that's why
surrounding
Andrew Luck's not playing right now
And
because they
then
waited too long to get a line in front of him.
that was kind of like another thing too with RG3.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been out there. When he took that hit.
When he
but,
busted his
you know.
knee up. RG3, I think he was going to be a hell of a talent.
See, and that's
And
what I
then
was
that
worried.
happens, and
See, and that's why everybody's worried about running quarterbacks. I worried about Lamar after
Yeah.
the first year. I was like, man, is this going to happen the next year? And it did. So I mean, he played well. Obviously,
Well, I think the biggest thing too is Baltimore's got the offense.
of course, he was just on the cover of Madden.
right.
Yeah, EA, just a roster update's all it is.
Yeah, that's,
But Mahomes was last year.
Now here's a question. Some news that happened. Rosen.
the Josh Rosen.
Been signed with the Buccaneers.
Scenario.
The dream team.
Practice squad, Buccaneers.
Do you think he eventually takes over for Brady?
I don't know. Somebody's got to.
Yeah.
I think he's gotten a raw deal.
I
He's
think,
just been in bad situations.
my opinion, I think he would have been good for the Vikings.
That's what I was hoping.
He always ends up there in Madden.
Yeah. I don't want Sean Mannion. Jesus Christ.
Why don't you get Joe Webb back?
Telling you, Sean Mannion's terrible. Oh. I'd take anybody.
Christian Ponder.
I'd take Ponder back as a backup. That's how bad that Sean Mannion looks. I don't get it, but I don't know. What did I see today too? One of the rookies is on is third on the depth chart. Jordan Love. Jordan Love's third.
Mm.
I read that today. I can't remember who the second. Oh, and then the Saints. That's a big one
Yeah,
too.
came out Saints. Obviously, QB1 is Drew Brees.
Right.
Hill
Taysom Hill.
is coming in at number 2, and then Winston's third.
Winston's third.
Part of me thinks that it might be kind of Peyton's way of showing, making Hill happy.
Right.
But then, too, I mean, if you think about it.
Hill knows the playbook.
Well, if you think about it. No, here's an argument. We can say that, but Winston's thrown more passes to Saint players.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
But it'll be interesting to see what Winston does if he just kind of takes this year. And I don't even know where he.
Problem is being a third string QB, he's not going to get on the field at all. Both those guys get hurt.
Well,
so what's he really
part of
going to
me
prove?
wondered if that's got something to do with his contract. If they don't have to pay him a certain amount of money if he's not dressed, because there's all those weird incentives and all. Well, I mean, he went to Florida State. Why not go to Jacksonville next year? Free crab legs. We're gonna get that W.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's odd. I wasn't expecting that though. I actually thought Taysom Hill was going to be gone this offseason, but that didn't happen either.
They're trying to keep him around.
Well then,
he's a nice gadget player to come in there and run a few plays. I don't know if being a full-time quarterback would be the best thing for him.
He's quarterback too, so we'll see what happens.
now, what do you guys think? Everybody going to the Bugs?
I know.
Shady's there.
Yeah.
Shady's there.
They got
Fournette's
Fournette.
there.
Ronald Jones, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Gronk, O.J.
Howard, Connor Bray.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think that Tampa's got the defense to compete with that offense?
Their defense is decent.
I mean, they got Devin White, Levante David.
I know their linebackers are pretty good. Who's their DT? They got a good defensive tackle. I can't think of his name.
No, I can't off the top of my head either.
Yeah. And their secondary is all right. I don't think it's like amazing, but I mean their offense is going to outshine the defense.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think their defense will probably be like a maybe middle of the road. It's not going to be
About top 15,
it's not going to be
maybe.
terrible. But
Now, what do you think? Do you think Brady's gonna put 4,000 up this year?
I'm just saying 3,500. I'll say 3,500.
I don't know, man. Like I said last year, I talked all year. Brady's. I still think that way.
Right.
Yeah, he's got pieces around him, but age catches up to you at some point.
You're right.
And he's not going to be able to throw the deep ball down there, I don't think.
That's why you got Mike Evans.
Yeah. And you got Gronk.
Which
We'll see what happens.
part of me wonders too. I don't know if I don't think Gronk's gonna play as heavy as he did in New England. Just because there's so many weapons now, it wouldn't surprise me if they moved Gronk over to a slot. Because they were saying Gronk supposedly he's a lot lighter than what he was in New England. He's got that WWE body.
Right. It could be true.
Could be. It is. It's damn true.
We'll see what happens. I mean, everybody's got them going deep in the playoffs or even making the Super Bowl is what I hear from people already. So
Kind of tied back into it, there was a little more Viking news. One of the rookies isn't starting receiver, is he?
Oh, Justin Jefferson. BC Johnson's going to be the second receiver, but for now, I think that could change. Problem with these rookies is they're not going to throw them in as the starters right away if they don't have to, because there's no competition yet. They don't know how they're going to play. You know.
Right.
I would imagine CeeDee Lamb.
I think he's going to play.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he'll probably play, but he'll be third.
He'll be the slot.
I mean, but eventually he may be the second. You know what I mean?
Right, as the season progresses.
So, and I think that's going to be like that with a lot of people. I think really the only one that's going to be forced to start is Burrow. I mean, Burrow's got to start.
Well, I think Burrow and then...
Herbert's not starting. Tua's not starting. Love's not starting, obviously. And
yeah, pretty much.
He's the only quarterback that's going to be starting.
And then the Kansas City running back, I think he's going to get thrown out there.
Well, he'll be playing. And there's a lot of good things about him I keep hearing. So
J.K. Dobbins for the Ravens. That's going to be. I think it's going to be more of like a 50-50 between him and Ingram. But
yeah.
I hate saying it, but I think Dobbins will end up taking over the bulk of it
He might.
towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Who knows? CD might end up being the leading receiver.
CD?
Yeah, you don't know.
CD's nuts.
Look at him.
The season's so up in the air because we've
Right.
had no preseason. There's no. I mean,
Well,
we
we've had no preseason, and then kind of go with it. I mean, what it could be a rotating players. One guy's ends up saying with COVID, oh, here goes a rookie.
Yeah.
Right.
We might see some older guys get replaced.
I'm definitely thinking COVID's going to play a part in it.
I do too.
What do you guys want to do? You guys want to go into week 1?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Week 1. We're only
Get it done.
2 days away.
2 days.
Thursday
away.
night.
Thursday night
The-
football opening.
The
night.
season opener. Texans at Chiefs. Who you guys got?
I got
Chiefs.
I gotta go Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs too. What they done last year, that's gonna
Yeah.
continue over.
The Texans. I don't know. You get rid of Hopkins and you get Brandon Cooks.
Money moves right there.
So I mean, you got Cooks, you got Fuller, and you got Randall Cobb.
Right.
Those are your receivers. I mean, it's Fuller's good. He can't stay healthy, but
I just think the Chiefs are gonna be too much.
yeah. I mean, the Chiefs are pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing that you're gonna go into is
Chiefs are the
look at
same team.
Look at the Texans' defense.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
Yeah.
scary part right there.
Right.
J.J. Watt can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are pretty much the same team, and they got a good running back.
Well, they retained all 11 offensive starters.
Right. So yeah, I got
They're
Chiefs.
playing with Monopoly money, saying Clark and
No.
everybody else.
Then we got the Sunday games, the early games. Seahawks at Falcons.
I don't think that. To me, this one's not a toss-up. I think Seattle's going to walk through there.
I think Seattle.
Same. I got the same prediction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Seattle over the Falcons.
Next one, we got the Jets and the Bills.
Oof.
The Bills.
Yeah, I'll say the Bills. Although the Jets
I think the Jets.
are
I think,
going
I
uphill.
think the Jets are getting better.
Nope.
I think it's going to be
Nope.
a few years.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
Hell, look at their linebackers. C.J. Mosley's out.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
opted out. Patrick Peanut.
But I'm just saying, maybe not this
Overall.
year. But I mean, overall, I think
Right.
the team is going to get better in the next year.
That's what I'm getting at. The overall.
No.
So yeah, anyways, I'm taking the Bills for that.
I don't know
So-
why you take the Bills. The Bills are who we thought they were.
Ooh, a division.
Bears at
Matchup.
Lions.
Bears at Lions. NFC North.
I'm going Bears. They got the better defense, even though they're starting Mitchell Trubisky. What the hell
right.
is wrong with them?
You know what? I'm going Lions.
I'm going Lions. Peterson. Peterson is the impact
Hey,
signing here.
Hey, there you
That's
go.
what happened.
And you got Matt Stafford back. He was
Yeah.
injured last year. Lions had a real shitty season.
They did have
Partly
a good,
because of that.
Lions had a good draft too. They got Jeff Okudah, the corner. They picked up DeAndre Swift.
So you're the only one that strayed.
Yeah,
So
I don't
far.
believe in Trubisky. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I think that why sign Foles?
Let's just be honest here. It's going to be week 8, and they're going to be 4-4, and then here comes Nick Foles getting them
Yeah,
pushing
yeah.
to the playoff.
I hear you. Oh, another divisional matchup with your team involved.
Yeah, Packers at my Vikings.
Mm.
This is in Minnesota. Now there's no crowd noise,
Oh yeah.
but this year I think the Vikings and Packers both split. So I'm gonna pick the Vikings.
I'll go with that.
But
You sold me on
yeah. But I think next time they play, I'd say the Packers might win that game.
All right, I'm going to go with the Vikings. Now, I need a couple things to happen, though. I got Jones, and I've got Adams on the fantasy team.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah.
So I need a little bit of fantasy points. I'm gonna go with Vikings. I have a weird feeling about this, especially with you guys getting what the hell is it, Yannick,
Yannick.
I think there might be a chance Rodgers gets hurt in this game.
Ooh, that's
Please.
Hey, I need somebody to throw me the damn ball.
Yeah, that's true. You have Jordan Love.
He's third.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know who the other guy is. They said
I don't
Who
either.
the hell's that?
Matt Schaub.
Matt.
yeah.
The next game we got
It's an AFC East matchup.
AFC East.
Dolphins at Patriots.
How weird! What a difference a year makes. Because a year ago, this wouldn't be a question.
Right, and now it is.
I'm picking Dolphins.
I'm picking Dolphins.
I think we're all on board with that. I'm picking Dolphins as well. I know the Patriots got Cam Newton, and I do think the Patriots will start winning some games, but I'm gonna take Dolphins week 1.
All right.
I have an odd feeling about it.
We're going to continue what started last year. Fitz magic.
Yep.
Get off the Tua train. It's all about Fitz.
Sprinkle a little Fitzy dust.
I think Dolphins will pull this one out. Now, I think it would be a different situation, granted, if New England didn't have all those players opt out.
Right, right.
No. They're hurting on defense quite a bit, and Cam's learning the system. They've got Edelman, and
Edel.
you know,
Good old little Edel.
I just don't think it's.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm saying.
I think they're going to struggle. They're not winning that division this year.
Yeah, I don't think they win the division, but I do think they win some games.
Now, do you think they get in the wild card?
I don't think they do. Now there's 3 teams
be
this year in the
close.
wild card.
Yeah, there's the extra
They
spot
changed
now.
that. There's an extra spot.
Yep.
I still don't think they get in.
Now,
The West or the AFC is pretty stacked, I think.
Mhm.
So
now here we go. We got the game of the week.
Your favorite one. Your favorite team
We got the Eagles
to laugh at.
at the football team.
Eagles at the football team.
who's the football team? Aren't
Yes.
they both football teams?
Yes, this is the XFL.
This is-
NFL meets XFL right here.
Yeah. I'm going the Eagles. It's an
Yeah.
NFC East divisional
Eagles.
matchup.
I'm going Eagles.
I think Haskins is going to struggle quite a bit.
It's gonna happen.
Wouldn't shock me if Alex Smith comes back in sometime this year.
Yeah. Hopefully he's good on one leg.
But the Eagles, I think, is just going to have a little too much firepower.
Yeah, I know.
They've got Carson Wentz.
Do you hear this? Because it'll be a different story if it's Cowboys and Eagles.
Yeah. No. I've always said Wentz, even when they play the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I've always said Wentz is a real good quarterback.
He is, but he can't stay healthy.
Yep, he can't stay healthy, but it's week 1, so
Yeah.
I got the Eagles.
Next one, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Carolina Panthers.
Raiders is your
My
secondary
second
team.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders because
I'm going Raiders.
you got to think Teddy Bridgewater coming to the Panthers, first season, new head coach who's never even coached in the NFL before. First game.
You gotta start somewhere.
No, that's true, but I think the Raiders are going to be a lot better than they were last year.
Hey.
I think so too.
He hasn't coached in the NFL, but he gets a team with a name.
Yeah, there you go.
They could have been called the football team,
Yeah.
but they weren't. This next one, I mean, dude.
This is an AFC South. There's
The Myrtle Beach.
There's a lot of divisional matchups. Week 1 looks like.
Yeah.
So Colts at Jaguars.
Andrew Luck.
Colts.
I'm going
Yep,
Colts.
Colts. Even though it's on the road, I'm
Good old man Rivers.
I'd pick the Renegades or the Guardians or anybody over the Jaguars.
Will this be a good year to start that? Where
Yeah.
the worst team in the NFL plays the best team in the NFL?
That's a good,
Yeah.
good one. This is an AFC North matchup.
There ain't no
In
question here. We're going Baltimore.
Yep, no question.
I'm
Baltimore.
going
It's
Baltimore.
Browns
And it's in
at
Baltimore.
Ravens.
It's in Baltimore too, so they always play it tough though.
Yeah, I don't know
They
why.
usually play it tough.
Why?
I don't know.
We
It's
always
because it's a divisional matchup.
every time Vikings and the Bears play, it's always like a super close game. I don't. It's weird. I don't know.
So you got 3 the Sunday late games or 4 p.m. games for Eastern time. Chargers at Bengals starts it out.
I'm gonna go with Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Yeah. We're taking a lot of road teams, you guys. I'm going Chargers as well.
Well, I don't think the road stuff doesn't matter too much this
Yeah,
year.
what's
Right. I agree.
Now there will be some fans in the stands at some of these
Mhm.
places. I think it's kind of unfair. I think they should have. If some places weren't allowed to have any, they should just not have any anywhere.
Yeah.
Then they just pipe in the fan noise.
Because I know some places said, "Oh, you can have 2,500," but that's like nothing in an entire stadium. But then, like Vikings, they can't have anybody in the stands. So
Look like the
it's-
XFL fans.
I don't know. I think they should have just
Then
done
we,
the same.
then we got probably. I'd say this is probably the prime time Sunday game.
Yeah,
I would say, yeah.
Buccaneers at Saints.
I'm gonna pick the Saints.
I'm going with Bucks.
Ooh, I'm going with Saints. So Jordan's
The reason I'm going with
I don't know
Saints is
here.
because Brady hadn't played with these guys yet.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like,
It doesn't
it's-
matter.
I'm
It
with-
does not matter. The Bucks are going to play the Saints like they do in the playoffs. Saints are going to choke. Got a 3-inch Oscar Mayer right here.
yeah. And that is very realistic.
You're
but
damn right it's realistic.
I mean, it could happen.
I just think
What's better than 1 inch?
I just got the Saints.
Yeah.
Saints winning.
Now this next one, Cardinals at 49ers. I got to go 49ers.
I do too.
Yeah.
Cardinals are going to be a lot better team this year, I think, but
I think the Niners defense.
that defense was crazy good last year.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going 49ers.
Uh-oh.
I think there's too much.
Somebody's
Sunday
got a
night.
night game.
Sunday
The
night.
Sunday night game. Cowboys at Rams.
You were this short.
This short. Cowboys at Rams. Being the Cowboys fan here, I gotta go with
picking
Cowboys. Oh, hell no. Now,
What?
I'm-
What?
I'm gonna say I think the Cowboys are gonna be 10-6 or 11-5 this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick them to lose a couple times this year.
This
Oh,
Unlike you, 16-0 Ravens.
Hey, I didn't say that. I said 14.
I try to be.
We
I try to
officially-
be realistic about
We
it.
officially said 14-2, but I say 10-6, 11-5. I think we start out with the win.
I think this game's going to be really close.
I do too.
Two teams that I think are kind of
Similar.
similar.
Mhm.
I think Dallas will pull it out.
Dallas had the better offseason, I think. Yeah, I'll go with Cowboys.
Then we're going to go into the Monday night. So we got
Just 2 games.
Mm.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers
Doubleheader.
at the Giants. I think Pittsburgh's the better coach team.
I'm gonna say I got the Steelers on this one as well.
And Big Ben's coming back.
Big Ben's back.
Yeah, I'll go Steelers.
You got Saquon Barkley. Come on, man.
Well, he can score. That's all right. Then the late game on Monday, Titans at Broncos.
Now, the reason
This is a tough one.
I'm going to go with Titans because of one reason. They signed Clowney.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm gonna go Titans. I'm gonna go Titans.
I'm going Titans as well. I think that they have a better situation than the Broncos.
There's a lot of people for some weird reason
Quarterback
that
locked
keep,
up,
people,
running back locked up.
people keep saying the Broncos are going to be like this really good team this
Because
year.
Drew.
I just don't see
Drew
it.
Lock.
Well, if we look back into the
I don't
history,
see it.
look at the way that Elway drafts quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've been watching all these shows and everybody they have the Broncos like in their top 12, top 15, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know
I think the Broncos
what the
are.
hype is. They weren't that great last
They're
year.
about at that. Well, they got Melvin Gordon.
Great. He ain't gonna stay healthy.
I think they're at the point though where they're gonna need to do a rebuild. I think it's time to get rid of Von Miller.
And that division right now is tough because
Yeah.
the Chiefs are in it. First off, they're going to be a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers are going to be better. Raiders are going to be better. That's a tough division. So
That's all of our NFL Week 1 predictions. And if you continue to follow us, we'll let you know how we did. And we're going to record our win-losses from week to week. And we'll let you guys know how we did. So hopefully we win some games here.
I think we started about halfway last year,
and I ended up winning.
and then I think second, and I think I came out in third.
But this is our first full season. Hopefully we can actually make it through the season.
Yeah.
That
Because of
and
the COVID bullshit.
hopefully too we can get some XFL in.
Mm,
Since the Rock's running it now.
right.
Yeah. Maybe we can do some. I didn't think about this week.
Mm-hmm.
Do playoff predictions.
Yeah.
Who we think wins each division.
Okay,
The
yeah.
3 wild card
We
teams.
can
Do
follow
that
that up
next
next week.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into
Our final
last-
segment.
yeah.
we're gonna kind of give a little prediction for awards. What we think, MVP, early prediction, I guess. Maybe we'll do a midway kind of depending on how things shape up. We're gonna go with MVP, offense and defensive player of the year, and then we're gonna go both with offense and defensive rookie, and then we're gonna go with a comeback player, kind of, somebody who was either out, come back from injury, or vice versa. So, we guys want to start with the comeback player and work our way up to the MVP?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Sure.
So, I'm going to go with comeback. I'm going to go with Gronk.
I'm going with Gronk as well.
I guess I'm the only one that's different here. I'm going with, it's kind of an odd one, Matt Stafford.
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
Stafford is a really good, I've always felt he's a really good quarterback.
He's a really good quarterback.
He sat out last year, or not sat out, but he's injured. I think he comes back, and I think he comes in and wins some games.
I think the thing with Stafford is he was a damn good quarterback that went to a shitty situation.
Right.
Yeah.
And kind of like we said earlier, that's probably what will happen to Lawrence.
See, being a Vikings fan, I see him twice a year.
So
He's really good, but there's something about that team. I don't know what it is.
The Lions.
They've had good players.
They just can't get past
They
the
can't
hump.
do anything. I mean,
That's my
most
prediction.
years they're in last place in our division. I mean, they're just always in last place.
But I do
It's
agree
weird.
with you, Gronk. I have a strong maybe for Cam Newton, but that depends on how the Patriots are looking.
No.
But Cam Newton was kind of my other one, but I'm thinking Matt Stafford.
Well, I would say too, kind of going back to the, Lions. I think it all comes down to coaching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Matt Patricia's the guy.
No,
Right.
I mean a lot of them that come from New England, from that Belichick tree don't, suffice. But my thing is, if you look at like even Pittsburgh, look at last year. Ben's gone, Connor was gone, Juju was hurt. They're missing all these pieces, but Tomlin still got them winning.
Right.
Even in
third string quarterback still, if they're not winning, they're at least neck and neck.
getting their head smashed.
Right. But it's crazy.
It's crazy.
But Matt Stafford's mine, and like you said, we'll reevaluate
Maybe
week
midway,
8, and then if I was wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
But I do think Gronk has a real strong possibility as well. All right, defensive rookie of the year. I got the Ravens guy, Patrick Queen, middle linebacker. I think he's going to stand out this year.
I've got Patrick Queen too. I think linebacking. I think pretty much kind of like we said off camera. I think this award's going to go to either an end or a linebacker.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think a safety or defensive back's going to win it this year.
My thing is Queen's going to be the middle linebacker. I think he's got all the surrounding talent, the front seven in front of him: Calais Campbell, Derek Wolfe, Brandon Williams. He's got a secondary around him. I think that he'll thrive, especially with the athleticism.
That's exactly what I think too. So, what's your pick?
I'm going Chase Young from the Washington football team.
Okay, that will be Washington's one shining.
Now from what I've heard,
piece.
they say he's
Really
as
good.
advertised
Amazing.
that he looks like one of the best that they've seen in a long time.
Right.
Now we'll see.
We'll see if that
Now,
translates.
I kind of want to throw another one out here. I'm kind of thinking maybe as a dark horse, I would say with Isaiah Simmons out of the Cardinals because
Okay.
he lines up in every single
Yeah,
position.
that's true.
Right.
Yeah, he'd be a good one.
Very versatile.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the offensive rookie of the year. I'll let you guys go first.
Well, I've got to go with the Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of Kansas City. I think that he's pretty much the starting back. He's going to thrive in that offense, kind of what you had with Damian Williams and McCoy. He's kind of that Ray Rice, I'd say, static, where you can pass, catch. I think he'll thrive in that offense.
I've got the same thing. I think he's going to thrive. I've heard really good things about him. You get on fantasy depth charts, and he's like the 5th one. I mean, I'm not going to give it to Burrow. A lot of people would probably say Joe Burrow, but I don't think he's going to have a great season with the team he's got around him.
Plus with the shortened
And the other quarterbacks aren't starting.
I think that,
So-
I could also see this going maybe one of those receivers, CD, maybe Judy. I'll go as far as saying maybe Henry Ruggs with that speed.
Speaking of CD Lamb,
This
that's
guy.
who I got for my offensive rookie. But the Cowboys got to have something this year. I think CD
More than 8-8.
Yeah, you spoke a little bit earlier about CD. He's going to be a third string.
For now,
but I think he comes in strong. I think as a receiver, playbook-wise, it's not like a quarterback. So you just go in there, you can plug and play it to a degree. But I'm taking CD. I think CD's gonna break out this year and be an awesome piece for us.
It's so hard
That's-
without seeing all the
Right. No
how these
preseason
guys are
anything.
playing. But now I guess we move on to what defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year.
I got Nick Bosa.
Okay, that's a very
Nick
solid
Bosa.
choice.
Oh, I forgot to pick somebody.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on there, fellas.
I'll go ahead and do mine while he's picking his. I got Aaron Donald. Beast.
He
The
is.
front of the line. I think he dominates yet again.
Think so?
I think so. Donald's a beast, but Nick Bosa,
You know what?
I can see
I'm
Nick.
going to change things up here. I'm going to
Okay.
go with Daniil Hunter.
Oh,
Vikings.
picking my guy.
Oh,
I hope
Daniil on the outside, with Yannick on the other side.
that's going to be.
I
That's
think
going to be a
I double team
tandem.
both of them.
I think that and I'm going to make a prediction here. I think we see Daniil break 20 sacks. He's under the radar.
I like the way you think.
right.
I know, that's
I
terrible.
like the
isn't
way
it?
this
He is
thing
under the
thinks.
radar. Yeah.
So then we're gonna go to what we got going on here?
Offensive player.
The Bears. Scott's over here. About Mac.
Khalil
Mac.
Oh, for defensive player of the year? I don't know. It's possible.
It is possible. It is possible.
Now, going into offense.
Offensive player of the year.
It kills me to do this. I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson.
I think we're all
That's
on board.
what I think we all said that. Yeah.
We've all got Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes back to back. Just
Right.
because, really, has it ever happened? No.
Not really, no.
Now,
my dark horse is Ezekiel Elliott.
Man, you got Lamb.
But
Elliott.
Lamb as offensive rookie. But I think that this year, short off season, new coach, I think we're going to be 55-45 run pass, and I think we're going to pass well out of the play action.
now here's a question. You're talking Cowboys. Do you think that can do it where you get 3,000-yard receivers and then a 1,000-yard running back?
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know.
Too hard to...
I think we're going to get 2,000-yard receivers and a guy with like 850.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
I
think Zeke's going to have 1,500 yards. I think he's going to have a hell of a season. Because last year, the holdout and the contract, and the year before that, the 4-game suspension. This is going to be kind of a fresh start from the beginning. Granted, the training camp was short, but it was short for everyone.
Yeah.
So that's my dark horse.
Now, I think the biggest one is going to be, now we're going to go with MVP. I think we're all going to have somebody different in mind here. Now, the one I'm going to go with Christian McCaffrey. I think it finally gets broke. I don't think the quarterback's going to win the award.
Oh, that's different.
So you're going back at Peterson was the last one, I think, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think it's time because McCaffrey, what's he do? Catches and receives.
True.
He could be the first one we see with 1,000.
That's true.
He's got that new offense with. Well, who's the coach from Baylor?
That's Matt Rule.
Mm.
You got Tyrod Taylor. I can see it.
Teddy
happening.
Bridgewater.
Oh yeah, Tyrod.
Tyrod's with the Chargers.
Nah, I'm just talking about man. Tyrod. Good old Tyrod.
Teddy Bridgewater. I got Mahomes.
I got Mahomes.
What?
Yeah, we both got Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I agree with what you're saying that it definitely could happen, but I just think Mahomes just won the Super Bowl, just got a nice fat contract, but he's still kind of playing under the skinny contract.
And that team has everybody stayed.
I think you're looking at 4,000 to 4,500 yards and 35 plus touchdowns. Realistically, I think that's a realistic. It might even be in the 40s. 40 touchdowns, 40 to 42 touchdowns.
I think you're going to see the Chiefs and the Ravens in the AFC Championship game.
Hopefully.
That's my guess, too.
As long as everybody stays healthy. But...
man.
But all right.
I think that's all we got for week one.
Yeah, that's all we got for week one.
That's all.
So I'd say tune in next Tuesday.
See how this Facebook Live thing...
Well, what do you want to do, guys? Recap week one and...
Recap week one, yeah.
We'll
predictions and
week two.
Any news that happens or...
Any injuries.
Yeah. We're going to try this Facebook Live thing and see how this works.
So let us know if you like it. Hey, if you like it, check out our YouTube channel, too, at 3-Man Power Trip.
Thanks for the comments, Scott. And everybody have a wonderful night.
Later.
See you later.
Later. Like and subscribe.
Like it. If you end this live video now.